Hey guys, welcome back. Blue Diamond Prelude day at Caulfield. We've got 10 races, 7 of those are group races, and I think there's over 30 horses first up, so it should be a really interesting day from the mounting yard, and a very important one, so let's go.
Hello and welcome to On the Hunt, the Foxcatcher preview show for this week.
Welcome to the Punters Preamble. I'm Simon Denopoulos. I'll be joined by Adam Blenko. The good horses are back.
The best song in racing.
Time figures can never be. The track work whispers of the street to the heart and mind. Ignorance is kind. There's no comfort in the ratings. Pain is all you find. I'm never doing form again. All these jocks have got no rhythm. It is easy to pretend. I know from track work too.
That hasn't got better. Hopefully these quotes are.
Oh, they're so good. I'm matching the pink tunnel today. Race 1 is a 2,000 metre benchmark 70. My pick of the yard is a 3 Ambassadorial. He's the improver in this field. I thought he was a touch soft last start and he wasn't walking great. He was quite stiff in his stride. He's moving much more freely today, really loose and supple in his action. He also looks to have taken good fitness improvement. So here third up, he looks to be at his peak fitness now.
100 metres, Ambassadorial is going to find the front. So at the 1600, Ambassadorial from Glow. Wish away from the bench of Blue Stone and Harry coming to the outside. Ambassadorial, they come hard under the
Yay, well we started the day with a winner. He was a very short price. Still good to get a pick of the yard on the board. A win's a win. We will be back for this on Monday. And this is such a brilliant initiative by the MRC and Sportsbet having this for free on track. A girl can dream. Good to see the mounting yard getting put to use. Race 3 is the Group 3 Blue Diamond Prelude for the 2-year-old colts over 1,100 metres. Oh my god, I had to stop myself from drooling in that mounting yard. 3 Guest House is without a doubt, I didn't even have to think about it, he's the best looking 2-year-old I've seen this season. He is a magnificent animal. He is the most phenomenal type. He's so physically mature, meaning he's really well built, he's solid, he's got so much strength and power, and he's got quite a large frame for a 2-year-old, and that's what I mean by physically mature. He's got a great head on him, he's so relaxed and professional whilst being bright and alert and taking in his surroundings. His fitness was good, he's probably one off his peak, but he's absolutely fit enough for this. But I can see they'll be setting him to peak for the Blue Diamond, and I'm so impressed with his parade. I could watch a horse like him walk around all day, so I'm really keen here on the 3 Guest House. I'll be on the floor if Guest House doesn't win. I'm on the floor. The worst part is I had the winner second. Like, of the rest, he was the one I liked. I still didn't think he could beat Guest House. How did Guest House not win? Fitness just told. Like I said, he certainly wasn't rock hard fit, but I did think he just looked way too good for those. But yard's not everything. Looks aren't the be all and end all, unfortunately, otherwise I'd be rich. Glad that he didn't win. So I did tip the Quinella, obviously the wrong way around. Boo. I shall be on the floor for the next 25 minutes till I need to go look at the 2-year-old fillies, and we do it all over again. So I'm recording this after the race, but this is the parade of the winner closer to free, and he looked brilliant. He's quite short, particularly compared to Guest House, but he's so strong and powerful. He had so much muscle on him, and you can see all of that muscle tone and definition over his hindquarters. Not only does that show how much muscle and strength he has, but it also shows that he's really forward fitness-wise, and that the stable had him ready to go for this. So in hindsight, he probably was fitter than the 3 Guest House. I thought he was rock hard fit, whereas Guest House, I did say, would be peaking for the Blue Diamond. So maybe it was silly not to have something on him at the price. But I had blinkers for Guest House. This is an example of a really, really, really good 2-year-old parade. In any other yard, he would have been clearly on top. He just happened to be parading against a supermodel in Guest House. So this is a 2-year-old filly standing out the back, and this is an ideal attitude. She's so relaxed. but she's also bright and taking in her surroundings, having a look around, but she's not getting worked up. This is exactly how I want to see a 2-year-old out the back. What a good girl. Race 4 is the Group 2 Blue Diamond Prelude for the 2-year-old fillies over 1100 metres. My pick of the yard is the 3 Streisand. She's a filly I've always liked. She's a great type. She's got so much strength to her. Often the fillies can tend to be on the lighter side, but she's got great muscle and so much power. Good attitude, she's nice and professional, and her fitness has improved really nicely. I'm keen on Streisand, and I'm laying the 2 Moana Spirit. I really didn't like this filly's parade. She's had 5 weeks between runs. She's very soft in condition. She was weak. She was lacking muscle. She was toey, warm, mentally immature, and I also didn't like the way she was moving either. So I'm laying Moana Spirit. Woohoo, that's more like it. Well, we backed the winner and our lay did nothing and was a very easy watch. So a terrific result in the Fillies Blue Diamond Prelude. Race 5 is a 1400 metre Group 2 for the 3-year-olds, and we're seeing the return of the Derby winner Observer. So I'm fascinated to see what condition he's coming back in. Observer's here first up, and whilst I thought he looked good enough, I've definitely seen him look better. I thought if anything he was slightly light in condition, almost a bit too fit and trim. He was slightly hippy and not as strong over his hindquarters as I'd like to see, so I'd probably actually prefer to see him with a little bit more condition on. Particularly at the start of a preparation, I'd rather always be too big and have room to improve, so I'm not sure about Observer. Definitely seen him look better. He's fit enough that I'm not laying him at the price, and the other reason I'm not laying him is because I didn't like the second favourite, Davida. She's the only filly in the field and she was very worked up, getting toey and sweaty. I haven't seen her before, so I'm not sure if this is normal, but I didn't like her attitude, and so that's why I'm not laying in the race. But my pick of the yard is the 3 Thoroughbreds, so I'm backing him. He's first up and he's returning in brilliant condition. He's really matured physically and mentally. Physically, he's grown and strengthened. He's really filled out into his frame, and mentally he's far more mature this time in. He's still a bit toey and bouncy, but this is such an improvement compared to last preparation when he got really worked up pre-race. So there are 3 horses at $5 and they're the 3 at the top of the market. So I've backed Planet Red and I'm not laying the other 2 because there's no point laying both of them at the price. They're not short enough to justify doing that, and I didn't dislike Observer enough to lay him. So Observer was a terrific winner first up. I definitely think he's going to improve though, because like I said, I know I've seen him look better. And Planet Red was enormous. He was the widest around the field. He was nearly in the train station at Caulfield, and he was sensational. So he's definitely come back in really good order. But too good Observer, he's definitely the class horse, and I look forward to seeing how he improves. Race 6 is the Group 2 Rubon Stakes over 1100 metres. Race 7 is a 1400 metre Group 3. 2 V8, he looks brilliant. He couldn't look any better than how he looks today. He's so fit and strong. Stunning, stunning coat. Just radiating health. Instead of laying Tom Kitten, who is the favourite, who I think is a touch soft and has some fitness improvement to come. Just because it wouldn't shock me if he won, but I think not laying him is the right thing to do. Just at the price. If he was any shorter, I would be laying it. Well, Tom Kitten won, so I'm glad we didn't lay him. He's another who I definitely think is going to improve with racing, so I'm interested to see him next start. V8's finished 3rd, but beaten a long way. Race 8 is 1100 metre Group 3 for the 3-year-old fillies. This is the toughest mounting yard of the day so far. I really struggled here. I liked almost all of these fillies, and all of the ones at the top of the market looked good. Particularly over 1100 metres, they don't need to be fully fit to be competitive, and most were returning in really healthy condition. I've got the 2 Alpha Sophie as my pick of the yard. I just really liked her attitude, that's why I put her on top. She was bright and purposeful but relaxed. A few of the others were a touch fresh. So backed Alpha Sophie, but I have no confidence in this yard. Yay, we backed the winner. Alpha Sophie was the pick of the yard, so very thrilled she got the win. And it was a very impressive return. She was quite dominant at the end. Race 9 is the Group 3 MRC Foundation Cup over the mile. My pick of the yard is the 1 Light Infantryman. He's here first up, and he's a horse that can get very worked up pre-race, and he was nice and relaxed today, conserving all of his energy, and that's really important for him. So I was happy to put him on top because of that. I was hoping a few of these would be more unfit than they were, considering a lot of these are first up over a mile. This is normally the sort of race where I love to lay horses, but frustratingly, most of these have been very well prepared and look surprisingly forward in condition. It's disappointing for me because I like to see a fat favourite, but I liked most of them. Light Infantryman won the MRC Foundation Cup. It was a terrific ride. God, Ethan Brown is so good. He showed initiative, and at the end of the day, I think that's what got him over the line. But it was a really encouraging first up performance. Even though the margin was narrow, we backed the winner, so yay! Okay, well, it was a fantastic day on track at Caulfield. We ended up with 4 winners and just the 1 lay. Certainly learned a lot about a lot of horses going forward. These sorts of meetings at the beginning of a horse's preparation are so important and absolutely fundamental as to what I do, particularly going forward as well. So I've learned a lot and it's going to be a fascinating autumn. But that was my day at the races. Thank you so much for spending the day with me and I'll see you next time. Bye!